I still remember the night my wife looked at me with tired eyes and said, "You should stop trying." There was no anger in her voice, just indifference, and that hurt more than shouting ever could. For years, I had tried to fix what was breaking between us. Long conversations, small surprises, forgiveness I never received in return. I didn't argue that night. I simply nodded, because for the first time, I felt something inside me go quiet. What she didn't know was that I had already sensed the distance growing. The late nights, the secrecy around her phone, the emotional walls. I chose to believe her excuses, because loving someone sometimes means choosing denial. I kept telling myself that patience and loyalty would bring her back to me. But every effort I made seemed invisible to her, like love offered to someone who had already checked out. After that conversation, I slowly stopped trying, not out of spite, but out of respect for myself. I became calm, distant, and focused on my own peace. I stopped asking questions, stopped waiting up at night, stopped explaining my worth. My silence wasn't punishment. It was acceptance. And that calm departure from emotional begging was something she wasn't prepared for. It was then that reality began to sink in for her. She noticed the absence of my concern, the lack of messages, the way I no longer reacted. The man who once fought to save the marriage was no longer fighting at all. That scared her more than any argument ever had. My calm made her reflect on what she had taken for granted. Eventually, the truth came out. There had been someone else. Not just physically, but emotionally. She admitted she hadn't realized how much I had done, how much I had endured until I stopped. My efforts had only become visible in their absence. Regret filled the space where appreciation should have been. By the time she understood, I had already moved on emotionally. Not with someone else, but with myself. I learned that sometimes the strongest response to betrayal isn't confrontation, but quiet self-respect. Walking away calmly didn't just help her understand my efforts. It helped me understand my own worth.